This is Cyndy G, and in this video we're assembling the Bride of Frank belly box. I have all the pieces laid out here. I have the box, as you can see, is in two pieces, and then the accent pieces. So I want to start by just folding all of my tabs. And then you have two tabs here on your bride. You have one tab here. So I do want to point out that here on this back tab that you want to make sure that you are gluing this to the inside. Glue this one tab to the inside of your box so that it will be covered up by the accent piece, okay? And you're just going to line it right up here to the score line. Get it close without going over. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that first. And I'm just taking it right down to the score line. I just want to take my time. If you had young children that you were going to do this with, you may want to do like this part of it first. But other than that, I think the rest of it you could let your child do it. So these tabs, you can either glue them to the outside, and then your panel pieces will help cover them. Let's see if I can hold this all together and show. You'll just have just the little small piece that you'll see there. Or you can just glue your tabs to the inside. They're not going to be super visible and you're going to have your bag of candy inside. For me, that's easier, but if you want to hide all of those tabs, you can do it that way. I am not going to do it that way. I'm going to just put my tabs on the inside. So I have flipped it over. This is the inside and this is the front of my bride. And so you want to make sure it's pretty, yeah. So this piece is symmetrical, so you don't have to worry about which way this piece goes because it's fitting both ways. I try to always make my pieces symmetrical, but it doesn't always turn out the way that I hope. But it did that time. So it doesn't matter which way she is. And then I'm just going to put my panel pieces on. I'm going to put them onto the outside. I'm going to glue my tabs to the inside. You just wouldn't want to put your panels on and then glue your tabs to the outside because then they would show. So if you want your tabs on the outside, put your panel pieces on after you glue them. I kept the design of these really simple because I thought they would be cute for maybe classrooms, and I wanted it to be simple enough that you could do several of these at one time and not be overwhelmed with how long it takes, and to keep it easy enough if the kids wanted to help make the project for the classroom. that it is. Now, I'm standing it up so that I can put this dress piece down to the bottom. I want to make sure it doesn't go over the score line, but I do want it close to it, as close to it as it'll go. So that's why I stood that up to put that on. And then you have her pieces, the stripes for her hair, and you'll be able to tell which way they go because they line up. They'll line up and fit edge to edge. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. And again, it's starting over here at the side and going kind of to the, it's going to the two center curves, one to each side. I did ink the edges of her hair with gray just to add a little more dimension to that. And then this piece is just going to line her face. So I'm going to apply the glue to the green so that I don't get glue in the cutouts. And then I'm just going to glue this in place right here. So the reason I chose gray as the color of the box is because whatever color you make your box will be the color of, these can be either her ears or the bolts. Since I made mine gray, it makes these look more like the bolts than her ears. If you did green, it would look like her ears. Now, instead of making one solid black piece from the face backing to the hair, I did do these separate so that if you wanted to, you can use some dimensional tape here on her hair and just add a little bit of dimension, which I'm going to do. I'm going to put some glue on my foam squares. These I got from Dollar Tree. So again, I'm just adding some glue to help those stay longer term. Then you just want to kind of line that up and push it into place. There we go. And then we want to glue our tabs. And again, I'm gluing mine to the inside. You can even cut a second set of panels if you want to cover your tabs on the inside. And there she is. She's very simple, but very cute. And this is the bride of Frank. Thank you for joining me.